All things are a microcosm of beauty when looked at in the right light. I remember thinking this to myself as I studied the refraction of light through dust spots on the front windshield. It is freeing to ride passenger in your own car. You can breathe in your surroundings intently without fear of losing control of your vehicle. It feels like a new experience, yet riding in your car is likely one of the most familiar places to you. The outside was a new place to us, somewhere in Virginia. Just far enough south where everyone moves a step slower, and even the cashier at the gas station greets you in a deep-fried, warm welcome. My best friend was home from military leave. He has not seen action and doubts that he ever will. They have him stuck up in the insides of old B-52s in North Dakota, where the temperature is below zero for half of the year and it snows in May. He told me that some kids handle it better than others. Apparently the base has problems with new recruits and depression. Statistics are buried there like the nukes. They found his roommate in his truck with a gunshot wound in the head along the side of a highway a few weeks ago. And I guess they're burying him too. I was told later that the green Ford SUV driving ahead of us in the adjacent lane drifted onto the left shoulder of the highway and then overcorrected. Neither of us saw it. What we did see was a fluid dance put on eloquently by the floating vehicle. As the SUV swerved to the right, it flipped itself airborne and crossed directly over the car in front of us, as if it were the sun rising and falling in the sky. As it skidded to the right, a feeble guardrail cowered and gave way to the charging vehicle. It disappeared into the depths of a forested ravine. Speechless, my friend applied the brakes and we pulled off onto the shoulder. I remember an encompassing silence at the scene. As we exited my car, scores of daytime traffic roared past us, but my senses registered hardly a sound. It was as if the cars were a moving backdrop to a silent movie. We instinctively ran toward the punctured rail, not knowing what to expect, but we faltered. It was not anything seen, but what was heard that gripped our chests. Whispered through the oaks and dense foliage, the shrill cry of an infant floated up from the ravine. The cries were not of hunger or of a scraped knee. They were the manifestation of pure, engulfing terror. At the bottom of the cliff lay a mangled corpse of a car pinned upside down against a tree. A mother stood holding her inconsolable child, while two other bodies lay sprawled on the ground like wreckage. Upon reaching the first one, I noticed her leg and foot at an angle pointing up toward her shoulder. She was very pale and spoke to me in broken English. I wrapped my shirt around her bleeding leg and told her that she would be fine. I did not believe it. Others began to trickle down the slope to help us. I remember walking to check on the others who were injured. There were 5 or 6 altogether. A man with the smell of alcohol in his breath tripped and fell in front of me. He called me amigo and asked for a hand. He looked to be from the same party involved in the accident, and he looked uninjured. With the way that things go in this world, my guess is that he was driving. As the ambulance and EMS crew arrived, we were relieved of our duties. The child was strapped into his car seat and only had a minor laceration to his head. At the top, we were greeted with a small amount of applause by bystanders, though we did no heroic act. We acted merely on unadulterated human instinct. On my way to wash the blood from my hands and retrieve a new shirt, I passed by a group of 3 state policemen who were among the first responders. They talked in a close circle. I heard the one talk about the casino last night and how he slept with that skinny Latino girl he met a few weeks ago.